Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a face routine, everything I use for oily skin since I am oily skin. I previously did a video where I showed you guys all my favorite products for oily skin. So I wanted to do a second video where I show you guys the actual demo where I use most of the products that I mentioned before. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'll leave the link below so you guys could check that one out. So basically this tutorial is just going to be just my face. It's not going to be my eyes. But I'm going to show you guys step by step everything that I apply on my face and why I do that. If you guys want to find out how to get a flawless face foundation, lasts all day for oily skin, just keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started. So I don't have nothing on my face. I don't have my eyes down or eyebrows, anything, because I want to show you guys every step that I do from the beginning to the end when it comes to my face. You guys could see what products I use. So the first thing that I do, I apply a moisturizer. This one is from Murad and it's the Oil Control Mattifier and it has SPF 15. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this starting on my T-zone first, and then I'm gonna start spreading it around my face. And this one, it feels so good because as soon as you start putting it on your face, it just feels really mattifying. I know for oily skin, some people don't like using moisturizers because they feel like it's just gonna make their face more oily. In reality, it's not. It actually is gonna help for you to not produce more oils, because if you don't put a moisturizer, what's gonna happen is your face is gonna feel dehydrated, so it's gonna produce more oil and you're gonna become more oily. So after that, what I like to do, this step, I know it's kind of weird. Usually you do this when you're finished with your whole makeup on, but I like to use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray first before I apply my primers, because I feel like if I use this first, everything that I put on my face is just gonna get locked in. So there's two primers that I like using on myself. You guys don't have to use both of those primers, but I feel like that works best for me. It makes my foundation last all day long. I do have a separate video for oily skin, all the products that I like for oily skin, like foundations, primers, all of that. So I leave the link below for you guys so you guys could check that one out. So for today, I'm going to be applying two primers, and the first primer that I'm going to be applying is this one from Becca, and it's the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. And this one, I like to use it mainly on my forehead and a little bit on my T-zone, just because I get really oily on my forehead, like super oily. It's not even funny. Like maybe you guys could already see like I'm starting to get a little bit oily. So when I grab this, I put it like on my finger and I start going like this, just because you kind of start with your warmth of your finger, you start warming it because it is a little bit thick, so you don't want to just apply it right away. So I like to put it right here, and then I spread it around my forehead, and then whatever I have left on my fingers, I just put a little bit on my nose because that's where I get really shiny too. Then what I like to do, because I really have really bad pores, like really big, so I like to go with the Benefit the Professional. And this one is also a primer, and it's also, I believe, is for oily skin because it does also mattify. But I don't like using that one all over my face just because the consistency of it is just really slippery, and I feel like if I put it all over my face, it's just, my makeup is just gonna really slide off. So the same thing I do is I put it between both of my fingers, and this one I don't rub it, I mainly press on my pores. So this is how it really covers your pores, and it's the best way to apply this one. Or mainly like any primer that you apply for pores, you don't want to rub it because you're not really filling in your pores. So you just really want to press in there wherever you see pores, and it's gonna cover them. I don't know if you guys could tell right here, like it's so matte, like it's super matte. I swear by this primer. This is, if you guys can buy the Professional primer or any other primer, this is the one that I will recommend for oily skin no matter what. It will just make your face super matte. So after that, now I'm gonna go with my foundation, and the foundation that I'm gonna be using today is this one from Estee Lauder, and it's the Double Wear foundation. This one is my Holy Grail foundation. It's a must a must-have. So in the website it says that it's a 15-hour long foundation, and honestly it is. That's one of the main reasons why I love this foundation, because no matter what you put on your face, even if you don't apply primer, this foundation will not move at all. Like, it will not move. You could go to sleep with this foundation and you will wake up with a flawless face. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. There is so many hype about it, and it is true because it just works so amazing. Honestly, this is the best foundation for oily skin. And by the way, the little pump, it doesn't come with the pump. I bought this pump from MAC because it just has like the regular cap, and it's just so inconvenient for me, so I just got a little pump from MAC. I apply first on my cheeks, and then I start blending, and I'm gonna be using my brush, my Morphe E6, which is a kabuki brush, and this is my favorite brush to apply foundation. And I like to press on it. I don't like to really rub it because I feel like this is the best way to get that flawless foundation look. But I swear this foundation is just amazing. Like, I don't know if you guys could tell like all the redness I have on my face, but once I apply this foundation, you can't even see like hardly any of my redness. It would just give you such a flawless look. Okay, so I am not gonna set it with powder. The reason why I don't do that, because this foundation really dries fast and it dries really mattifying, so I just don't want to put more on top of the foundation to make it, like I said, we don't want to look cakey, we want to look flawless for all day long. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start doing my concealer under my eyes, highlight, and everything else, and then I'm gonna show you guys the only way I do powder, and that is gonna for sure make sure the foundation is not gonna move at all. My favorite concealer for all day wear long is the MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer. This is my favorite concealer of all time. If you want a concealer that is really gonna cover your dark circles, or even to highlight, and you don't want it to move at all, even if you're dancing, sweating, no matter what you're doing, this is a concealer for you guys. So as you guys can see, I'm almost done with it. So what I will say about this concealer, the only thing that I don't like about it, that you do have to work really fast, because if you don't blend this really fast, sometimes it will tempt to sink on your fine lines. So I would just recommend blending right away. On the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow on, and a little bit right here on my chin. So like I said, this one, blend right away, because if you don't blend right away, it is gonna sink to your fine lines. Now I'm gonna bronze and contour. So for this, there's not a specifically a contour palette or a bronzer that is specifically for oily skin. Now you could use anything you want, but if you guys want to hear the one I love, it's this palette from Kat Von D, and it's Shades Plus Light. This is my favorite palette. I have mentioned you guys already that when it comes to contour and bronzer, this is just my favorite palette, because I feel like it would last so long. It blends so nice. It's just so smooth. That's why I love using this palette. So that's what I'm going to be using for today. I did mention in one of my previous videos, which is my favorite videos, that I've been loving this little brush to contour, and this one, it came on the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. So that's what I'm going to be using right now to contour. If you guys want to watch that video, I'll leave a link below. And I'm going to apply this color first, and this one is the one that I'm going to use to contour. I'm just going to apply a little bit here on my chin, because lately I've been getting that double chin. We don't want that. So now I'm just going to bronze. And to bronze, I'm going to be using the middle shade right here. And I'm just using a pointy brush, and this one is the Morphe E3. Next, I'm going to be applying my blush, and you guys can use any blush you guys want. So the one that I'm going to be using today is going to be more like a pinky tone, and it's this one from MAC called Cheeky Booger. And I'm just going to be using an angle brush to apply my blush, and this one is the Luxie Lush 504. This one, the Luxie brushes, they're like so soft. So whenever I apply blush, I like to apply it from here and then I like to take it down. Now this part, what I'm gonna do, this is a must do if you want your foundation to last all day, and especially for oily skin, is basically setting most of your face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. When you guys use this and do the baking method, trust me, your makeup is not gonna move at all. I don't know what this powder does, and it's only this one because I have tried other powders and they don't work as good as this one. And when I do this one, my face stays like, it just stays flawless all day. It just doesn't move. So before I do that, I'm gonna go with my beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend a little bit under my eyes, because since we didn't set right away or under eyes, sometimes it tends to get like the little creases. So you want to make sure you take those off before you put your powder on top of that. I'm gonna go with my wet beauty blender and I'm gonna grab my, it's broken, do you guys see that? Mine broke. I'm gonna grab my Laura Mercier translucent powder and I'm just gonna start pressing under my eyes. And like I said, I'm gonna do the baking method. And it's okay if it gets a little bit on your blush and all of that, because we could always go back and apply more. And like I said, I do like to put it close to my nose, just because it just gives you the natural contour on your nose. And I also like to put it under my contour, just to define it more. And when I want my makeup to last all day, I like to bring it here too, like close to my chin. This is just gonna help for your makeup to not move at all. It's just gonna sit there and be locked together. It's just not going nowhere. Okay, so I left it for like 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna be using my Morphe M430A brush, which is a taper brush, and I'm gonna start dusting it. And when I dust it, I just like kind of go to the side. And now I'm going to go over my highlight. For highlights, you guys could use any highlight that you guys want. I'm going to be using this one. I know I shouldn't be using it, but it's just, right now, is my favorite highlight at the moment. And it's this one from Chanel. I know it's such an expensive highlight. And it's the Camellia de Plumes. This one was a limited edition one. I don't think they still have it. I think I got it like a year or 2 years ago. But maybe if you guys search it online, you guys could probably still find it. But it's just such a beautiful highlight. So I'm just going to be using this one. But I hope you guys could already tell how mattifying my face looks and how flawless it looks. But it still looks nice. It doesn't look cakey at all. Because I could just see it, like it just looks so nice. Once again, I'm going to go with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is my ultimate favorite one at the moment. I haven't tried another one that I like. If you guys have any other recommendations, leave me in the comments below, because I'm trying to find a new one. So when I set my face, once everything is done on my face, I like to put a lot of it. Because I feel like this setting spray is basically going to lock everything in, and it's also going to make it look like it's your skin. It's not gonna look like if there's loose powder or if it still looks like a white cast under your eyes. Everything just gonna look together, and it's not gonna look like you have so much makeup on. I'm just gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and come back and just tell you guys my final thoughts. So as you guys can see, I already did my eyes, my eyebrows, contour, and everything. And I'm still super matte besides my highlight. You guys know that highlight has to be always on fleek. But yeah, this is how basically it all looks once it's all done. It's all together. It's still really pretty. And I know for a fact it's going to last me the whole day long. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye my loves.